and welcome back to probably the worst Marky video you'll ever watch in your life. Now, the reason for that is because I am currently dying, okay? I feel like shit. Yeah, the past few days I've been pretty ill, which is why I haven't uploaded in like 2 days now, but we're not gonna make it 3 days, okay? That would be one too many. So bear with me, I'm gonna work my way through it, okay? Because at the end of the day, it could be worse. I could have had the week that Trisha Paytas has had, so swings and roundabouts. But honestly, if you do actually want to sympathize with me, just leave a like on the video if you would. You know, maybe even subscribe if you haven't already too. Maybe that'll cure my illness. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bunch of topics to talk about in today's video. We're gonna start with the smaller stuff and work our way up to the bigger stuff, okay? You know how this works by now. So first things first, we're gonna start with the YouTube boxing because that seems to be the first thing we always start with in these videos at the minute. And we're actually gonna be talking about Logan Paul because Logan Paul came out and for some reason decided to say that he wants to fight Mike Tyson. Logan Paul on Mike Tyson. You can't tell me I can't beat him after sharing a ring with Floyd Mayweather. Now, it's gotta be said, there's a few differences there. I mean, Floyd Mayweather is about half the size of Logan Paul. Mike Tyson's actually a heavyweight, so weighs more than Logan Paul. And the one big factor as well, it's Mike fucking Tyson. He's like known for being a killer, okay? Floyd Mayweather is known for being a really good defensive boxer. It may be the best defensive boxer of all time, but it's very different. You could get hurt, Logan. Logan Paul says about Mike Tyson, bro, he's old. Jake Paul then said to his brother, you did better than Conor McGregor against Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, but Jake Paul's a fucking idiot, realistically. But yes, Mike Tyson is old. Mike Tyson is in his 50s, and no, nobody wants to see a 25-year-old fight a guy who's like 55, okay? That's the last thing that anyone wants to see. So no, Logan, I'm not saying that as in like, oh, I don't want to watch it because you'll just get beat up. I just don't want to see a 55-year-old fighting. I feel like he can probably do better stuff with his life at this point, okay? Or fight another retired person. No one wants to see a 25-year-old versus a 55-year-old. That's just weird. But speaking of YouTube boxing, Austin McBroom actually uploaded a video all about the Battle of the Platform Social Gloves event that happened a few days ago. And at the end screen said, Social Gloves Battle of the Platforms 2 coming soon. Now, there's been a bit of back and forth on Instagram on the bread batch. It seems like Austin McBroom and KSI might be fighting, which I think might be quite enjoyable. Decent little matchup, I guess. I'd probably end up watching it. And then, obviously, if KSI wins that, he'll probably go on to fight Jake Paul, or maybe have one more warm-up fight. I don't really know how it's going to work, but you know what? I don't hate the idea of them doing a second event. The first event was enjoyable. I'm happy to watch another one, as long as they sort out the fucking rigged shit that was going on in multiple fights, actually. But one thing that is more interesting than the fact that they might be doing a second one is the fact that in the first one, it's actually been reported that they might have only potentially done 150,000 pay-per-view buys, which would be a big failure on their part. They wanted to get 3 million, and then to put in perspective, okay, Conor McGregor and Khabib, as in the biggest UFC fight ever, got 2.6 million pay-per-view buys, and they thought they were going to get 3 million. Mike Tyson's last fight, as well, just on the topic of him, got 1.8 million. They wanted 3 million. Now, apparently they didn't seem to do anywhere near that, and it seems to be a few people worried if they might even get paid the full amount that they got promised in the first place, which, if you might remember, by the way, I actually said when this event was first announced, it does seem a bit like a Fame MMA 2. Now, Fame MMA is an event that happened here in the UK, I was involved in, and it was similar to this, except it was MMA, not boxing, and we didn't get paid anywhere near the amount that we were supposed to get paid. And we kind of knew that coming up to the event that the company were pretty fucking dodgy, okay, and they were going to put weird things into the contracts. There was weird things like they would try to get someone to throw like a steel chair off me, like in the press conference, which could cause a few types of injuries, you know, going into the fight concussed, that'd be sick. And there was also things where they were trying to get me to say something about some guy's sister and saying that, like, I've slept with her sister. Bear in mind, obviously haven't even met the person in my life. They were just trying to get me to say that to rile this bloke up. And I was like, no, I'm not speaking about someone's sister. That's fucking weird. So what I'm trying to say is there's some really dodgy companies behind these events, okay? And it seems like there might potentially be some fucked up stuff going with this event too. Because I'll put one guarantee out there right now. They didn't make profit on this event, okay? They had the fucking Migos, DJ Khaled. They were already paying the main event, what, like $8 million in between them or something? Like, they're not making profit on this. So it'll be interesting to see what comes about this. Maybe in a few months we might see some people kind of complaining, saying that they didn't get paid the amount they got promised to pay. Maybe they won't, okay? Maybe there won't be any problems. Maybe they're going to get money from other places and just take the risk on this one and do a second one instead. But yeah, if I had put a prediction out there, I do think, like I said, they might get money from other means and take the risk of the second event. And I also do think they're going to come out with some really fucking fake pay-per-view buy numbers and say that they've got like 1.8 million pay-per-view buys when obviously they fucking didn't, because that's what these companies do. So it's going to be interesting. I might keep you updated with it. I might not. I might get bored because I'm already starting. But moving on from the YouTube boxing stuff, because I realize a lot of you people don't really care about it, we're actually going to quickly talk about Tana Mojo and Jake Paul and Logan Paul, funny enough. It kind of all started with this TikTok I'm about to show you right now, but I can't play the music because it's very copyrighted, so I'm just going to talk over it and explain. But as you can see, it's Tana Mojo saying, when you hope he'll fall in love back after the fake wedding, but doesn't. And then Jake Paul saying, hell no, which is, doesn't sound great in my accent, does it? So basically, Jake Paul clowned Tana Mojo, okay? And Tana Mojo wasn't exactly happy. So she started off by saying bet, and then said, if y'all ever thought I was petty before, ha 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 ha, because that's a really funny sentence. You know, I was gonna laugh like that too, Tana. And then she tweeted at Logan Paul, wanna fuck, which is, you know, really fucking mature. But yeah, obviously that's not even surprising from Tana Mojo, okay? There's literally nothing surprising here at all. But yeah, thought I'd let you know. Aren't you glad you found that out, eh? I better change your lives with that one. Now, moving on again, we're actually going to be talking about David Dobrik dead quick, who got stopped by the paparazzi. And as you'll see in this video, David Dobrik, all mainly Zayn in the background, made a bit of a joke about the fact that Jeff Whittaker nearly died, which is incredible.
Which TikToker would you fight?
Oh, which TikToker?
Yes.
Dude, this is a lot of pressure because I know if I say it, I'm going to have to go through.
Oh, come on.
Jeff Whittaker. Jeff Whittaker, I'll see you in the ring.
Okay. Hey,
So there you hear Zayn say, with a crane, which is incredible, as I just said. But yeah, a lot of people are getting quite angry about this because obviously it's quite traumatic for Jeff what happened, and then making a bit of a joke about it. One thing I will say is Jeff has been in David's last video. I'm pretty sure Jeff and David just did a video on Jeff's Patreon. I saw him posted somewhere, like talking about stuff. So they seem to be on good terms. Jeff Whittaker even made a joke in David's video about the whole like lawsuit thing and like being like, oh no, it's fine now. Oh bloody hell, I'm dying! Jeff Whittaker even made a joke, is what I was trying to say there before my throat decided to collapse on me. Jeff Whittaker even made a joke in David's video about the whole like lawsuit thing, and basically started making jokes being like, oh no, call off the lawsuit, and they made jokes about the whole thing. So it seems like they're on good terms, okay? It seems like they're potentially making these jokes around each other, and I don't think Zayn would say a joke like that publicly after all the backlash that they've had if he didn't think Jeff would also find it funny. But I can see why people would take it the wrong way. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a 50-50 thing, isn't it? I think some people are not going to like the joke. Some people aren't going to mind it. I personally, from what I can see right now, don't think there's too much wrong in it, because I feel like they're all friends and it's just friendly jokes, but I could be wrong. Let me know your thoughts down below. Now, moving on to the last topic, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to talk about none other than Trisha Paytas again, which, I mean, I haven't done in the past week at all, have I? I mean, this is the first time she's been involved in any type of drama in a long time, okay? And it has lasted over a week now. She's released another video. I said I was going to stop talking about it, but then she released another video, so now I have to talk about it. But it all kind of started because on Hate-Free After Dark on their podcast, they went on to talk about how Trisha's sister released that TikTok we spoke about in the last video. If you don't know already, Trisha's sister released a TikTok saying that Ethan and Hila forced their way to go to Trisha's birthday and that they didn't pay for anything. Yeah, they didn't offer to pay, but then Ethan responded by saying, obviously, we did offer to pay. And then they went on to speak about it on the podcast as well.
So she's first of all saying we invited ourselves to her surprise party. This is where it's just so frustrating for me. You know, we obviously didn't invite ourselves. We were invited.
You know what? Genuinely, that's all I really need to hear from the whole podcast. Because there's not a sliver of a chance in my brain that someone would force their way to go and spend a day with Trisha Paytas. Sorry, that's really fucking mean. But come on, it's not something you would force your way into, is it? Like Trisha's birthday at Disneyland. Like, oh yeah, sign me up. Because Trisha's sister made it seem as if, like, Drake was going to be there, Justin Bieber was going to do a fucking striptease, fucking DJ Khaled was going to shout another one 4 times over in front of everybody on stage. They went to Disneyland, okay? And I think it's no secret that Ethan and Hila have a fucking lot of money. I don't think they would refuse to pay to go somewhere. So it just sounds so stupid to me. And like he just said there, Trisha Paytas even said that they got invited and that we're really happy that they got invited. So it makes no sense, okay? Long story short, they got invited. But what actually came from this, that Trisha Paytas uploaded a video, as you can see right here, called The Real Reason Why Frenemies Broke Up. And it's 37 minutes long, for fuck's sake. I don't have time for this, Trisha. And to everyone's surprise, Trisha Paytas plays the victim in this video. Who would have seen that coming?
I'm obviously the one getting all the hate. They see that. So for them to do this video, like, defending themselves when I'm the one getting all the hate, it's like, it's really just punching down. It's just punching when it's low. My sister deleted that TikTok within an hour.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. They're definitely punching down when they respond to the things that you said first publicly on video. That's how it works. Like, Trisha, that would literally be like, if you responded to one of my videos speaking about you, and I'll be like, oh, no, oh, God, you're punching down at me now. How dare you respond? I would have no leg to stand on, because I've made a few videos on you. Only a few. Probably could count them on one hand, I reckon. But it just makes no sense. And by the way, punching down. Trisha Paytas has over 5 million fucking subscribers, okay? It's not really punching down, is it? But yeah, in all seriousness, I know I've made a few jokes throughout this. I kind of hope that this whole situation does kind of go to an end right now. I don't really think there's much more to say about it at this point, although obviously both of them keep talking about it. I don't really think it's good for anyone. I mean, Trisha's getting married to Moses, and pretty sure, like, kind of fairly soon, right? I swear they were talking about doing, like, wedding plans and shit already. So I'm not sure if this is already worth the energy from any of them, to be honest. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like down below, because then, like I said, you might cure my illness. That'd be a good hand. But yeah, I guess until tomorrow, because I am uploading daily when I don't feel like garbage, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, goodbye.